So once we are able to look at this one, then we digitize human model. Yeah, that's better. Okay, see whether it runs or not. If it can run, then we have to move on. It should have something. One that should be moving. So it's not running. Anyway.
It's moving.
Okay, it's moving. Okay, that's good. All right. So you can see it very clearly, but anyway, what we are putting in is that there is a list of dimensions over here, and so in the video we are changing only a few dimensions over here, and then you'll see later on that this body size actually changes a little bit. Since, well, we are talking about Chinese body sizes, and we're not going to have a big change. Right. But this is just for illustration purpose. But normally, say, we actually built, say, apps for the application, and this would not be shown in the apps anyway. But this is the kind of background thing that we are doing at the moment. Okay, we probably have two changes. So you need to put in your body weight, you put in your height, your gender, and then some key body dimensions. Mrs. Shan at that time was saying that it cannot be more than 10. Or else be too many. So actually we put in roughly about 6 to 7, and then that would be appropriate. So once we have a digitalized human body, or human model, then the next thing to do is the pattern itself. So this is again from standard textbook, right? Say this is the front piece and back piece. So the first thing we do when we try to say build a garment is that we want to decompose the garment into a number of components. This is for shirt, and so basically this is the sleeve, front piece, back piece, and then front piece, and the yoke, and say the collar. So these are the components. We break it down into a number of components. So, and then each one of them can be parametrically changed so that you will have, say, different body, say, fitting different body sizes. So, fabric selection is the next thing that we probably also could do, but we'll cover that later on. Once we're breaking it down into components, you can see that these are the different components of the shirt. And then we input, say, basically the body dimension that we have previously for the human model, and then we have the shirt already decomposed into a number of components. Then based on this particular dimension, we can generate, say, a corresponding pattern for this particular person using the size that has been input, right? So this is a little bit, say, academic. So basically we use constraint modeling because, well, we constrain, say, the ease will be that much, and then the body size will be that much, and so we have to fit them together, and also the different pattern pieces that be shown together, so they have to be of the same length at their boundary, and all these are so-called constraints. And also that you'll see that in our reference pattern, we may be, say, having, say, a difference with, say, what the commercial parties are doing. Say, in this case here, this is only one dot, and there are 2 dots on the pair of trousers, but they are basically of the same, say, we call it topology, or same shape, or same pattern piece. And so we need to overcome all this problem in order to automatically generate a pattern based on, say, a particular body dimension for a particular design. All right. So they can add in a number of dots. It doesn't really matter. We'll be able to generate the dots for them accordingly. So the pattern will be based on human body and human model that we have, say, generated, and also based on this particular garment design, then the pattern will be generated automatically. And that is the basis of, say, the work that we are doing at the moment. And so after, say, the garment has been made, and then we can show them together, and say this is also a draping, say, display of how the garment fits onto the body. So personalized garment. So we talk about, say, the different styling. So I'll show you a little bit later on in terms of, say, this is the different collar design, you can select different collar design. You can select, say, different fabric. And this is the quality of the fabric picture that we are generating, or the fabric texture. And then we, say, put this texture directly onto, say, the shirt itself, or different components of the shirt. And this is another video. Probably have to start the video again. So this is a shirt, right? And then with different components in there. And then you can select the fabric for the front piece, and then collar, and then inner collar, and the cuff. And this is the lacquer. So this is a personalized, say, shirt for the individual. So this is the same style, but the point is that you will be able to choose the different fabric, and you can add different, say, pockets to it, or whatever. You can choose different collar type or different cuff type, and that is all done in 3D. So I'll show you this apps later on, all right? And it can run on, say, iOS and Android, basically. So it is basically designed for a B2C type of operation. So mix and match. So this is the Rubberfly student a few years back. So these are t-shirts, dress, and pants and shorts. And so you can combine them together, and then you will be able to, say, come up with the different, say, mix and match of the digitized garment. And this is the recent work that he has been doing, right? These are dresses from Marks and Spencer, basically the pictures of Marks and Spencer, right? So we are replicating it. And then these are 2 tops, 2 blouses, and 2 pants. And so this is the result of the combination. This is on my Android phone also. So you can look at it later on. But we only have 3 examples here. So the system is supposed to be implemented on this particular set of operating system. So thank you. Before we do that, I just want to show you the apps. We've already gone. Thì hỏi tự một giải gì vậy? Em muốn làm cái gì được? Dạo này bật cái gì? Okay. And the network system. I'm sorry. Chứ mà chỉ có dấu rồi. Excel nhỉ?